Spitfire Audio just announced their third annual scoring competition, and the winner could get over $20,000 worth of sample libraries. If you are new to their scoring competition, over the past few years, we've been given the opportunity to score a scene from HBO's Westworld and DC's Stargirl, respectively judged by Ramin Djawadi and Pinar Toprak. For this year's competition, we're given a scene from the Netflix original series Bridgerton, and it's going to be judged by the Emmy Award-winning composer Chris Bowers. You might recognize his work from King Richard, Green Book, Dear White People, and obviously Bridgerton. This is going to be such a big opportunity for any composer, whether you're brand new or you're well-established. So my question is, are you going to participate? And so before we jump into some of the prizes, the benefits of participating, and even some other scoring competitions out there that I think you should know about, I want to offer you my free composer reference guide. It's really perfect for anyone looking to learn how to write for different genres of film and television music. And it's going to break down the basics of genres like action, fantasy, horror into easily digestible bullet points designed to get you composing quickly. And so if you are interested in that, I left a link in the description down below. So this Spitfire Audio scoring competition is running from now until August 24th of this year, and then they'll announce the winner and runners-up on October 6th. And so that winner will get Spitfire's Everything collection, which is well over $20,000 worth of sample libraries. They'll also get a signed manuscript of the Bridgerton theme, and they will get a virtual mentoring session with Chris Bowers himself. This is huge. Just that Everything collection alone is well worth entering this competition. But also, those samples are wonderful tools that you could have at your disposal. But it is very important to remember that the samples don't make the composer. So if I'm being honest, I think that mentoring session is really big for me. Like, imagine getting knowledge and advice from an Emmy-winning composer. You could ask Chris about his workflow, about his mindset. What's it like having your music go from a computer to a recording session with a live orchestra? That mentoring session is your chance to really get into his head. So you really don't want to let that virtual meeting go to waste. Then there's going to be a total of 4 runners up, and they're going to get the Symphony Complete Professional collection from Spitfire, as well as that signed manuscript. Now, it might not be the same as that Everything collection, but it's still gonna be over $4,000 worth of samples. Plus, that signed manuscript is gonna be perfect for analyzing and replicating in your own DAW, just for practicing purposes, or you could just have it up on display. The Spitfire scoring competition is obviously huge. They're working with major networks and streaming services like HBO, the CW, and now Netflix. And those prizes are just as big. But there are other competitions out there that I think are perfect for composers. The first one that's running right now is the ThinkSpace Education Jason Graves scoring competition. This one is going to run from now until the 12th of August this year, and Jason Graves, the composer for Tomb Raider, is going to be one of the special guest judges. The criteria for this one is to write a 30 to 60 second piece of music that meets the provided brief. As a composer, this is going to be great practice for writing without a visual in front of you. You're not scoring to picture, but rather solely relying on the brief that's given to you. And so the prize for this competition is a selection of ThinkSpace Education courses, as well as the opportunity to have your music mixed by cinematic mixing. I'm such a firm believer in an ongoing education and just pushing yourself to learn more. So a course from ThinkSpace is gonna be an amazing prize. Guy Mitchellmore is just this really smart, genuine, and overall hilarious guy. And everyone on the ThinkSpace team is just always ready to offer help or whatever guidance they can. The next competition that you should know about is the QTube Score Relief Contest. Over the past 2 years or so, the QTube has been putting on these annual scoring competitions alongside a partnered charity fundraiser. In January, they partnered with the global charity In Place of War to support music and the arts in places that were afflicted by war. So for this competition, we're given a short animation to score. There's also going to be prizes from Spitfire Audio, ThinkSpace Education, Cinesamples, orchestral tools, native instruments, and a whole lot more. And this is just a fantastic and honestly rare opportunity to have our music recorded by a real orchestra. Of course, nowadays samples sound great. Just look at everything we get from Spitfire, but there's something about this human element that we get from passing our music on to live musicians. And even though technically this particular contest is over this year, I still thought it was worth mentioning so that you can keep your eyes open for the next round. You can definitely check out ThinkSpace Education and the QTube to learn more about their competitions and just their overall services. Obviously, if you win, you can get some amazing once-in-a-lifetime prizes, but also the chance of you being the winner is relatively low. So if that's the case, is it worth entering in the first place? Absolutely. For one thing, why waste your chance at the possibility of winning one of these prizes? But even if you don't win, you're getting the opportunity to practice scoring to picture, to practice writing to a brief. If you're new to this, you get experience figuring out a workflow that suits you best. And if you're already an experienced writer, you have yet another chance to add something new or refined or fresh to your demo reel. These scoring competitions allow you to test yourself as a composer. There's always going to be something that you can learn and improve on whenever you write something new. And if you can go into these contests without the expectation of winning and just write for the love of film music, write because you know you want to get in the practice, then you'll slowly develop your skills and your mental clarity as a composer. So that's why I think whenever these scoring competitions come up, it could definitely be worth your while to participate in them. So I just want to thank everybody at Spitfire, ThinkSpace, and the QTube for these fun and practical ways to share our passion for film music. Now, if you are looking for some samples to get you started for these scoring competitions, then definitely check out some of my Spitfire audio review videos. I'll see you over there, and as always, happy composing.